Hey Leo, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy birthday. This is going to be your birthday reading. So this is going to be your bonus reading this month. So I picked out my most royal looking cards for you guys, for my royal Leos. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with some oracle cards, and then we'll take a look at what's going on in your spread here. So if you have any Leo placements and are drawn to watching this, there will be a message in it for you. If this reading resonates for you, do consider leaving me a like to help support my channel, and don't forget to subscribe for all upcoming content. All right, so what does Leo need to know at this time? Leo placements, wow. Okay, so we have the Priest, Perseverance, Faith. We have the Merchant with Self-Worth and Trade. And then we have the Wise One with Tradition and Order. Okay, at the back here we have the Storyteller, Viewpoints, and Control. So what I'm picking up initially is a conversation. I'm picking up a conversation being had with somebody, or maybe you guys trying to have like this group effort with something here. I'm getting for a lot of you that this could have to do with work. This could have to do with like selling, the consumer buyer situation here. I don't know why I'm picking that up here, but I'm also picking up here that you guys are like, yeah, it's like you're trying to sell something, or you're trying to sell yourself, or you're trying to portray yourself to be a certain way here. And I feel like you guys are trying to somewhat stick to the status quo. You're trying to follow tradition. You're trying to follow some sort of order here. As a Leo, you are a fixed sign, so you do like to have some sort of order in your life. But I'm also picking up that you guys are trying to do things a little bit differently with the Storyteller coming through. It's like you don't want to come across as cliche. You don't want to do the same thing that everyone else is doing. You want yourself to be noticed, but in a very unique way. I'm getting this energy of like really pushing through something, like you're not taking no for an answer in whatever this is for you. So it really does feel like you guys are like selling something, or you're just having this conversation with somebody, or you're trying to like prove yourself to somebody, maybe to yourself. But it does feel like this has to be, or has to do with some sort of conversation being had, or something with work. And I feel like this is very important to you. So that's the opening energy that I'm getting right now. I'm going to go ahead and leave this guy up here as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling for your spread. This is going to be a birthday spread for you guys, so it is specific to your birthday, and then lessons that you have learned, what's coming to you this solar return. I'm getting here with the Priest and the Wise One as well, that some of you could be teachers or spiritual leaders of some sort here. Maybe you're trying to discuss your viewpoint with someone else here. Maybe for some of you, you could be trading off something with another person. To be like a service or something that you offer. I don't know, that's just how it feels. It's like I'll give you this for that, and then I heard tit for tat, so I don't know. I really don't know what's going on here, but let's take a look. So what did the previous year bring Leo placements? What did this previous year bring Leo placements? What lesson should Leo take with them into this year? What lesson should Leo take with them into this year? Thank you. What should Leo's focus be in this year of their life? What should Leo's focus be? Okay, and what will this solar return year bring for Leo? Thank you. All right, so at the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So that's beautiful energy. I feel like you guys have this energy of just like knowing your worth. You know what you are worth. You know what you need. You know what you need from others, from yourself. So this kind of makes sense as to why I see a scale here. Self-worth, trade. It's like you guys know your worth, and you're not going to settle for anything less. You're not going to settle for other people trying to control the narrative, or trying to shove something down your throat, something that you don't believe in. I feel like this has a lot to do with just having a lot of clarity over where your life is going, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there. I feel like you guys have like this, you recently had this epiphany moment where like you have this understanding of what you need to do next here. So what did this previous year bring you? We have the Three of Swords, if it wants to focus. Come on. Okay, cool. So the Three of Swords. I see that this past year was a little difficult for you when it came to your emotions, when it came to maybe situations that involved other people, relationships, friendships, family dynamics, anything that involves another person. We have a lot of Libra energy in here with the Merchant and the Three of Swords. If you guys didn't know already, Libra is the sign that rules over the commerce and exchange of goods, the commerce and exchange of money. So I feel like this has to do a lot with just situations in your life that maybe did not pan out the way you thought that they would. There has been a lot of healing. There has been a lot of pain that has come to you. I feel like you've been backstabbed, stabbed in the heart a couple times here this past year. And I feel like you've had to take these lessons and find some sort of clarity. Like I'm seeing somebody taking a scythe and like cutting through the bushes, cutting through the hay. And it's like they're trying to find the answer to something. So whatever this Ace of Swords is, I feel like it came from learning some sort of lesson that you had to encounter in situations with other people. So what lesson should you take with you? We have the Five of Swords. Same thing. We're going to get it to focus. Perfect. So the lesson that you should take with you here in the Five of Swords is, honestly, I'm getting this energy that sometimes people are going to say what they need to say in order to have themselves be perceived a certain way. And I'm also getting that for you, like sometimes you need to not bend the truth a little bit, but it's like sometimes you need to save face. Sometimes you don't need to tell everybody your every single move. Sometimes you don't really need to be the one who wins in a situation. I'm getting as well, like in the Five of Swords, this typically talks about winning at all costs, saying things with your words, manipulation with the mind, right? And in this specific card, we see a woman. There's two women walking away from her. She's holding the swords, and she has this smirk on her face, like, yeah, I've won. I said the final word, right? Like I closed off the conversation, or I had to come back and say the last thing because I don't want to be the last one, or I don't want to be left out of the conversation. It's like you guys always want to be the one who's right, or the one who finishes off that point here. And I feel like the lesson that you're being told here to take with you is that sometimes words can hurt. Words are a double-edged sword, and sometimes there are situations in which the situation will call you to either step back from the situation, be the bigger person, or just not say everything that's on your mind. You know, sometimes it's okay to bite your tongue. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes you'll end up getting yourselves in situations that maybe you can't come back from with that Three of Swords and Five of Swords. So I feel like you guys have learned lessons on both ends, like you yourself and then whoever you've been talking to here, whoever you encountered in this past year of your life, whoever you had a conversation with. I feel like there were a lot of, like, I'm hearing sharp tongue. So there was like a lot of words exchanged with other people that were very triggering, very hurtful. And I feel like you participated in this, as well as having other people coming towards you with this energy. So there was something here that you had to learn about, like talking back to others, controlling, like I'm just hearing hold your tongue. So maybe just not saying certain things, even though you really want to. Sometimes you're not supposed to say things that you either can't come back from, or that maybe you don't really mean in the moment. So there is something here about feeling very emotionally triggered this past year. I feel like this could have been due to, like I said, heartbreak, or just situations with people that maybe you didn't trust. Maybe people, it's like I'm getting this energy of you attracting people to you that like conflict and then having to defend yourself. So I feel like this whole past year was really focused around communication, feelings, heartbreak, the mind. We have a lot of swords here. And I feel like you guys had to take the swords out of your own back, is what I'm getting here. I feel like this made you stronger. What should your focus be this year? We have the Eight of Pentacles. So we're getting an energy here of mastery, of working really hard towards something, learning a lesson, maybe going back to school, getting a new job, or working really hard at whatever you're currently doing. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery. So this is all about doing something day in and day out. This is Virgo energy. So being very disciplined, very committed to a practice. This could be your physical health. This could be a routine. It could be your mental health. It could be work. It could be a craft. It could be a creative endeavor. Anything that you're working on consistently. This year that's what you guys are going to be doing. Like, I see you guys just kind of doubling down, really focused on whatever this is for you, and just keeping your nose in a book, not paying attention to this 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy. I feel like you guys are done with that. I feel like you guys are trying to be, yeah, it's like I'm getting that the universe is trying to move you away from this energy of like backlash and hurting people and calling people out of their names, and maybe people did this to you. I don't know. This is just what I'm getting. I'm channeling these messages right now, and it kind of just feels like you just dealt with too many situations where it's like you had to snap back, or like you had to, it's like you had to react, you know, you had to say something in order to defend yourself, or maybe people were like this towards you. But I'm getting a completely different energy for this year. I feel like this year is going to be spent very quiet, very focused, very dutiful. I feel like you guys are going to be in a lot more peace than you were last year. So what is this year going to bring for you? We have the 7 of Swords. Very interesting. I might need to clarify that one. I'm getting like moving in secrecy. So I feel like this is your energy. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that one. Clarify the 7 of Swords and what this year will bring Leo placements. We have the 2 of Wands, yeah, so that kind of confirms my thought process here. We have the 7 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. So this is an energy of creating a plan of action and waiting for the right time to launch this plan, or waiting for the right time to move towards whatever this is. So I feel like whatever you guys are going to be working on, it's going to lead to whatever like foundation you're trying to build here, whatever plan you have for your future. But I feel like with that 7 of Swords being there, this is a time period of you keeping things to yourself here. I feel like this past year had a lot of energy involved where it's like you were just all up in other people's business, or maybe people were all up in your space. And it's just like I'm getting this energy of just like honestly, I'm getting like fencing. I just heard like on guard. It's like you constantly had to be on guard. You constantly had to defend yourself. You had to be ready to do or say something at any given moment. And like this year, it's like, fuck that, forget that energy, like forget those people. I'm doing things in private. I'm doing things for myself, and I'm not going to let anybody know what I'm doing, because when I did, they hurt me, they left me, they betrayed me, they backstabbed me, things like that, they took from me. So it's like you guys have this brand new, like I'm hearing new year, new me, kind of cliche, yeah, but it's like this whole year is going to be pulling back on having to prove yourself. Maybe that's why I was picking that up in the very beginning. It's like I'm picking up on an energy, at least in the very beginning with these cards, of like someone like trying to prove themselves, or like trying to maybe throw out all of their credentials, or all the good experiences they've had, or what they're good at. And it's like I feel like this year you guys are not doing that. You guys are more so stepping back into this energy of tradition, order, the wise one. It's like I know my worth, I know what I know what I do, and I'm not going to let anyone change that about me, make me second guess myself, take it away from me. And I feel like you guys are just like, fuck everybody. It feels very quiet on this end. It feels very like I'm gonna do me, I'm going to focus on my career, and that's it. There's a big plan that you guys have, and I feel like you guys are gonna finally be moving in the right direction here. So let's see. Is there anything else the Leos need to know to take with them into this new solar return year? We have the 9 of Wands. Again, be very protective of what you have. Back of the deck, we have the Emperor. So I do feel like you guys could possibly be stepping into a position of leadership, a position of power here at work. Maybe you could be a business owner. You can be your own boss. But I'm just getting this overwhelming energy of like, don't let people in on what you're doing. I feel like you guys have matured a lot from this energy. And for some of you, it's not even your energy. And honestly, I'm just getting this energy of like, you were not even involved in certain things, but you were the target of certain things. It's like people targeted you. People hated on you. People said things to you. They tried to get a reaction out of you. And we're not perfect. Maybe you did involve yourself in a couple situations here. But I'm getting more so this energy being kind of directed at you. And now on this end, if you were the one engaging in this behavior, or just reacting instead of processing, and we're all guilty of it, maybe you felt very triggered, maybe you were just in a bad place mentally, But I feel like you've learned something. You've learned how to protect your peace with the Emperor. Notice how the Emperor, he's kind of looking away. He's looking in the other direction, if it'll focus. He's facing this way, and he's turned away from whatever energy this is. So that kind of gives me the impression that that was someone else coming towards you with this energy. They definitely could have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But yeah, once again, just overwhelming energy of protecting your peace, being in a position of leadership, being in a position of power, not letting other people's words affect you, not letting other people's actions or what they say towards you bring you out of your element is really what I'm getting here. So I feel like you guys are going to be putting up a lot of boundaries towards people and spending a lot more time alone. So is there any advice that we can give to Leo placements as they move into this solar return year? 10 of Cups. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. If you are married or you have a family, I feel like you guys are going to be very busy in your career sector. So there's going to need to be an energy here of trying to balance your time out, work and play, family and career. I really feel like you guys are going to be very busy, or you guys are going to have to learn how to manage your time wisely, because there is an energy here of, yes, being very happy, being around people who support you, a happy family, just a happy surrounding, very emotionally supportive, but at the same time needing to make sure that you're getting what you need to get done, making sure that you're not overwhelming yourself, overbooking yourself, and making sure that you put up boundaries where you need to put them up, but at the same time making sure that you're giving a little bit to the family, a little bit to your loved ones. It's very much of an energy of a balancing act, because I do feel like you guys are going to be busy here. And at the back we have the Chariot, so we get this energy of movement. This is cardinal water, this is Cancer energy, so this is the energy of gathering your resources, gathering the light and dark side of who you are, gathering all the knowledge that you have learned, and moving forward in a new way. So this is a new journey for you guys. So whether this has to do with your mental health, with your career, your family life, or maybe everything, I feel like you guys have really matured in whatever this last year threw at you, and you see things very differently, and you're going to move accordingly. Sorry for the focus, unfocus, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I feel like this is where I'm being called to leave it, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. I really hope I was able to connect to you in this reading, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings for you. Happy birthday again. Bye guys.